Hello, welcome to Growing Plants for Beginners, Episode 8, Transplant Our Fairies Washboard, a Hawortha. Okay, here's my fairy washboard. There's three of them here. They're a member of the Hawortha plants. Kind of cool. So I bought these three together, and they've grown together. And now today, I'm going to give one to my mother-in-law, and then plant two of these into separate pots for my wife. So I'm going to walk you through that, and let's go. Okay, so I'm going to take these three plants and put them in these three pots. These two are for my wife. This one's for my mother-in-law. This one here has holes in it, so we're going to put a tray underneath this, and this will be just fine the way it is. These two here, we're going to put activated charcoal on the bottom to help drain the water away from the roots. Okay, so here's our activated charcoal again. Try not to breathe these fumes in, or the dust in, not fumes, but the dust that comes from the activated charcoal. And again, we want about 1/4 of an inch at the bottom of each pot. And that'll, yeah, don't breathe the, the dust in. So that'll keep the water away from the roots, and it'll help fight some bacteria. Okay, so now that I've got my activated charcoal in the pots, I'm going to fill the rest of the pot with potting soil, and then I'll show you how we break up this plant. Okay, so we have our plant of 3. I'm going to tip the pot on its side, and I'm going to let these fall out. And then we're going to massage the soil away from the roots, like this. There we go. Okay, so we still have our 3 plants. I'm going to gently massage these away. If the roots were like really hard and intertwined, we could you'd be able to cut them, but these are fairly loose, so I'm not going to cut them. So there you go. So separate your plants, massage the soil away from the roots. Right? We don't want to hurt them or traumatize them, so we're just going to massage that soil away. Okay, so there's one. There's 2. Look at that one, eh? And then 3. Let's break that up a little bit. And there we go, there's the 3 separated.
Hi, we are just plants because the plants we have 1, 2, 3 because each one, but we need the big one because each one for here.
What he said.
First, because each one is like this. This is kind.
Okay, so here are my 3 fairy washboard, or Hawortha. Plants been separated, and I'm going to put them in these pots. Okay, so we've put our activated charcoal at the bottom of the pot. I've put in some potting mix, and then we're going to gently take our plants. Maybe knock some extra soil off of there without hurting the roots. Okay, and then we're going to put this in the pot, and I'm going to push this down around the bottom. And then I'm going to take more soil and fill it up. Well, it's actually a little bit lower than I like, so I'm going to lift it up a little bit here. Fill it up a little bit more with soil. Okay, oops. There we go, easy. Now we're going to push this down to hold it in place. And then another layer up top. There we go. Okay, there's one. I have a little bit of soil up on the leaves here. That's okay. That'll all wash down when I water it. And then after you transplant a plant like this, make sure you give it good watering. Those roots are kind of in shock from being poked at and prodded at and removed from their soil. So they're making their new home here. We want to give them a good watering. And then there you go. That's one done. I'm going to do the other two and I'll check back with you in a second. Okay, so we got our 3 plants transplanted into new pots. I think they're looking, ooh, don't knock you over. I think they're looking pretty good. And now the most important thing after they've been transplanted, make sure they get a good watering, okay? There we go. Okay, thank you for joining me. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to see future videos. And once again, thank you for joining me.